And it would be that t equals, there's like an example of it. I don't know if you see it, Michelle. Am I right, Amber? If it's, is it stuck?
Yeah, but I don't see where it tells you like the actual formula for it.
Oh, I thought that was in I
Just
thought
the
the formula.
Well,
t equals negative 6.8, but there's not like
yeah.
actual, even down in the note, like the very bottom, the summary.
Because that's where we got the
Um,
2.2, right? I
like, is
got
there another
2.2.
paper that I did? Another?
Because this is the formula from 11, right? Isn't it? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's the formula in lesson 11 under 2.
All right, let me pull that up. Okay, the t equals x minus whatever that u is divided by standard deviation divided by square root of n.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Write that down.
Okay, I got 2.
Oh, for number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Michelle, you'll probably notice that there's not an X in the question for 3. That is because D is now X. Because
Yeah,
D is
up top there, I was just
also
writing
the
that down.
sample mean.
So I was just writing the equation down. Z equals 2.2 minus 0. Wait,
Yeah. It'll be 0
okay. Minus 0.
because U is the
Okay.
null hypothesis, which is 0.
Right, so how can we solve this if the standard deviation is not known? Because then we're doing a square root of 9. 2 take away
Um,
0 divided by standard deviation.
well, it's 2.2 minus 0 over 3.3 divided by the square root of 9.
Oh, so the S little d, that's what that
Yeah, that's S now.
is. 2.2 divided by 3.3 divided by square root of 9. I was frustrated. I got a new calculator on my phone, and it's been really well. And on the last quiz I took, when I went back and retook it and was computing things differently, I got them not because I did it wrong, but because I typed them in the calculator wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
that's
glad
one thing I hate
that's
about
why I
it.
missed it, but
Yeah, because I've done that. I've done that before too. And I like if you have a big long calculation and then you forget like just one little parentheses, it screws the whole thing up. And that's what like I'll go back there and I don't see what I did wrong. And then you see you missed it. I don't know. That's why I try to do it like kind of piece by piece if I can,
yeah,
because then I make less mistakes. Because I make a lot of mistakes
right,
with the
break it down.
calculator. Yeah.
So I did just get 2. So in this, it was talking about, so I guess the next one then we're doing, nope, we're not. The very first of this question was confusing to me, how it says, suppose we have a set of paired data and let the D equals X, and after before.
Okay,
So I was
so
thinking that we were finding 2 separate numbers,
oh,
before and then after. And then when it's asking for the 1, I thought, well, maybe number 4 would be the subtract or the negative X one, but it's not.
yeah, I don't know why because
Why they would
we don't use
specifically
that.
say that in there.
Yeah.
Because back in the lesson, it's also talking about, like, with the group sizes, how to get the beginning and the end to compare.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that on the test would usually confuse me, because I'm like, wait, why would they tell me that if I don't need to do anything with it?
Yeah, that confuses me a lot too. I kind of just ignored that this time, but yeah, that does make it confusing. I don't know why they did that. For this one at least. Mm.
Okay, the probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test. Okay.
Did you get that one, Gabriella?
Yeah, so I went to get help, and I that usually does math and statistics. He wasn't there. But this other guy tried to help me, but got mad. But I did do the one from the book.
From the book?
Yeah. Well, my question was, what test do I use?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, or the data or the test?
Um, oh,
Yeah, so okay, so you know how in in the book step 4, it tells you like the T and everything. And then
in
it gives you the
wait,
degree
in where? I can barely hear you.
in the book.
Uh-huh.
Step 4, it gives you the test, the one for number 3 where you try to find the test statistic.
Oh, that that example in step 4?
So yes. And it tells you the degree of freedom is DF is 26.
Yes.
Okay, so I went to my applet and I did the degree of freedom. I put 26. Then I put the -11. Well, I put it in -2 first. And like I shaded the left side, but then I like took it out again and I put the numbers -11.145. and it gave me the answer actually is 1.058, which is 1.06. Like I got the answer from the book, like try to do it. But then when I went into the answer, like our quiz meeting, I didn't get it. Like I don't know what number to put in because I don't know what tests he wants us to do.
Oh, like if we're, well, I wonder, okay, um, okay, because question 3, what is the value of the test statistic? So
Mhm.
then do we use that formula to get 4 then? Yeah, because it says using the information for use the following information for the next 2 questions.
Mhm.
So then, okay, so you used in the lesson you put negative 11.145 in the applet in what the area?
Yeah, so wait, where
Or
did
is
How
you?
that
did you even get negative 11.145?
it's just in the lesson. It's just an example in the lesson.
Yeah, I was just trying to work the lesson so I could like figure out the question because I was really confused. Yeah, so that's what I did. I put
Or in the T at the bottom.
I did that. I put 11 negative 1.5.
In that T where it says T or
Uh-huh.
in the area
No, I did that in the T.
in
And
the T.
and then I put the degree of freedom. With the degree of freedom, I put 26 because that's what the lesson says. And that's what I got. I got the answer. But now I don't know how to do.
Oh, oh, and then it says that's the P value. Oh.
Yeah, so I did that, but then I'm like, but then I want to do the less. Like,
Well, so then it should be. Oh, wait. So then we have to figure out what the degree of freedom is, right?
hmm
Which is n minus 1. Wait, why does that not sound right?
yeah. So Jordan's test is
Where does it say? No, because it says the sample is 27. So then the degree of freedom would be 26. So then for ours, it would be 8 and then 2.
the
And
question.
then
What shape? What would it be? Would it be like
um
what would the test be? Would it be like big on the left side or the right side?
yeah, because this one there's like no shading.
Yeah, that's a good
And
question too.
okay, so oh, we didn't put anything in. Um, hmm.
So here's where I'm confused. In the question, it says the probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test. So the p-value, when I looked up finding the p-value, the equation that it gave me was the same equation we just used. The x minus the u thing, standard deviation divided by the square root of n, which would be 2. I guess I'm confused on what you guys are trying to do or put into the t-value probability. Where did you get the 11 point something?
That was just from the book. That had nothing to do with the question on the quiz. It was just an
Okay,
example.
nothing to do.
So for the question on the quiz, the 11 would be 2. So I think because how they got their answer was putting that 11 into that t-value applet. So I think we would put our
So if we're
8,
putting 2 in there.
yeah, and then 2 for the t.
So
And
what are you
then
doing the 8? The degrees of freedom?
yeah, because that would be the sample size minus 1. And then since it's not equal to 0, it should be like the two-tailed, so it should be both of them shaded. So then it should be 0.081 since it's 805.
I don't know because my computer is like frozen. Well, not froze, but there's like a little ball like loading.
When like you didn't get the to put it into the student probability, the t probability.
No, I haven't done that.
So how
Okay.
did you know to subtract 1 from the sample size and not just use 9?
Because in the lesson, oh, is it down? Does it say down in the formula? Shoot, where did I read that? Is it in 11? Yeah, it's in 11. The degrees of freedom equals n minus 1.
Okay, I see that. Okay, so according to this, 0.081. Use the data file to answer the next 6 questions. Perform a paired test. Be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2. Use a null hypothesis and an alternative hypothesis and level of significance.
Okay, because for this next one, for 5, you use the that quantitative inference procedures Excel sheet that they give you for the paired sample t-test, and then you put the data in for the chapter 12 data A1 that they have in there for you.
So you guys adding up everything from group 1 and group 2 and subtracting how it says perform a paired sample t-test, be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2.
Yes.
So in your spread, or in your, let's do this. I'm trying to highlight the group. Okay, wait, there, maybe it worked. I hate Excel.
Shoot.
Why it's not working. I've highlighted the group. I tried to do I want to scream. I don't have patience for this right now.
Mm. Because the mean should be the differences, right? I think it should be the differences.
I was trying to find the sum of all of column A and find the sum of all of column 2 is what I was trying to do. Okay. Oh, there it goes. I got that one. Okay, so we have that didn't work. I wish you guys could see what I was doing. But that would slow the process down. 5766.4 take away 5145.9 are the two numbers that I have. Did you guys get that so far?
Oh, wait. What? What are you doing? You're on 5 or yeah, you're on 5.
Same question. Let me double check. Yep, number 5.
So how are you trying to get the test statistic?
It says be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2.
Yeah, so you should be able to put all those numbers into the Excel sheet and it gives you all the differences.
Right, so I did all of column 1 and added all those together, and all of column 2 and added all of column 2 together. So now between the two, 5766.4, take away 5145.9.
Well, but you
Doing
just
something
put them
totally different than what I'm doing.
because do you see my screen? You just put it into that Excel
I
spreadsheet.
don't see your screen because it's on my phone. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. So how do you put it in the Excel spreadsheet then?
I just copy pasted
Do
it
you have a different?
into and it's the paired sample t-test. So that second tab.
How do I not have a second tab? All of mine are just sheets.
What is the name of that Excel spreadsheet you have open?
The one that I was using is chapter 12 data.
Okay, because that's where you get the numbers from to copy into
You
this
take them.
spreadsheet. But this spreadsheet is the quantitative inference procedures.
And did you have to click on something special to get that tab open? That looks like something we used in the last lesson.
It is, and I've had it open, but at the does it have it? No, I lied. It does not have it in here. I thought it had it open in here. Shoot. We got it.
I can give it to you.
Yeah, it has it in lesson 11.
I sent it to you guys. Is it that one?
Um, oh, where did you put it?
Um,
In the Hangout?
I'll send it again.
To join a call, are you having me join another call?
Doesn't
No.
say. That looks like the link for the call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. It's this one. That one? The statistics.
Yeah, that's it. And it's that second one that says quantitative inference procedures.
That would be easy if I could just click on that. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
You're
doing
in,
Hangout. I'm
um,
Hangouts on my phone,
yeah. Do you want me to send it?
and I can't copy and paste anything, so I'm going to have to.
Because can you see the chat from the video call?
I can see the link, the quantitative.
Oh, but you can't click on it?
Well, I could, but the problem with me clicking on it, I can't copy and paste or transfer information because I'm doing on my computer, but I can't do Google Hangouts on my computer, so I'm doing Google Hangouts on my phone. So it's not like I can just open two tabs and copy and paste things.
Because can you go to, like, if you go to just Google Hangouts on your computer, can you get to this conversation message?
Let me double check. No, it didn't come through on my computer. Like a while ago when I was having problems with this, I just stopped using Google Hangouts for that and started using my phone. So,
well, okay, go to lesson
just,
11 in your on your computer.
Okay, and it's the second one down. I just searched it and found it. Okay, so tab 2 would be paired sample test. Oh, are you doing paired sample test or two sample tests?
Yes.
Paired?
Paired sample test.
Okay, so let's copy and paste. Group 1. Okay, sometimes when I click on it, it drags the same number down. Why does it do that? Like it's not just easy to click on it and drag down the whole thing.
Because I just clicked on it and then did that. And the other one and did copy paste.
Do you click on A1 and no, because it's doing the same thing. It's like sometimes occasionally it will just work and I can just drag down and it will just copy paste the whole thing and then, oh, wait. That time it worked. I don't know what I did different.
Yeah, because you should just be able to left click.
Okay, so I did number 1. Perfect, that pasted well. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you what it's doing, and if you know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to get back to our call. Okay, do you guys see this?
Yes.
So obviously if I try to do that, it's going to change the numbers. The other box, I like clicked in here, I had to have that little plus thing, and then it worked. Even if I have the plus, it's not highlighting it. If I go like this, it's just going to change all the numbers like that, and I can't do that.
Well, when I did it, I actually highlighted both of those cells at the same time. I don't
How
know
did you
if
do
that,
it?
is that, where did it go? This way. Because I just clicked over here and then I just did that.
Where? Clicked over on the side.
But you don't want to have the group in it. You just want the numbers. So if you do it in the corner just where the number is, yeah. And then, yeah. Is it still doing it?
Gosh, yeah, it's 02 point.
Well, shoot, I don't know why it's doing that. Because mine, like, I didn't, like, click on it. Like, I didn't click on the cell and then do it. Well, I mean, like, I didn't let the box. I just moused over it and then clicked and dragged it. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Shoot, I don't know why it's doing that. Because that looks exactly like what I did.
Sometimes it just works, and other times I just sit here and do it and do it and do it until it does what I want it to do.
It was like, did
Very
it like with the
frustrating.
plus in the cell and then drag it down, and it just incorporated both like as one big box. Like, is that it just did it again, didn't it?
Yep.
Well, because do it when when the white plus is in the middle like that, and then drag it down.
Okay, that's when it works. Copy. Then if I do paste here, will it do both of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so that one it worked and it did the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It is, yeah,
Okay,
I have a hard
now
time
where
with
were we
Excel.
even with the question?
That is a good question. Where were we with the question?
The probability of obtaining, no, wrong question. What
It
is the
is.
test statistic?
Okay, because then it's just easy because the test statistic is just that T, that 0.407.
The T, 0.407.
Yeah.
0.0, nope, 0.407.
Yeah.
What is the p-value? Please say it's just on there.
It is. It's
Okay,
just that,
0.689.
yes.
Okay. Decision based on this evidence. Fail to reject the null hypothesis, reject the null hypothesis.
And then you fail to reject the null hypothesis.
Okay, so where the null hypothesis?
Because the p-value is 0.6 and the level of significance is 0.1. So since it's bigger than 0.1, then you fail to reject the null hypothesis. Because the null hypothesis is just the UD equals 0.
So where did you get the other number, the 1, the 0.1? Let me look at that to make sure I'm fully understanding. Up in the, oh, right there, level of significance 0.1.
Yeah.
Okay, so fail to reject. Oh. Or is it reject? Because if the level's low, reject the null.
Mhm.
So
But
it's
that's
not
if
fail to
it's
reject the null, it's reject the null.
no, it's failed to reject. Because the p-value is 0.6 and the level of significance is 0.1.
Okay. Suppose your alternative hypothesis is instead 0. What is the correct decision based on this evidence?
Um, like for that one, we guessed we have insufficient evidence that the mean of the difference is greater than 0. And I got it right when I turned mine in, but I'm not like I'm kind of not really sure about these where they ask you to like word it.
Yeah.
Like Gabriella, were you able to talk to anyone about that?
No,
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of time because it was in 6:30.
Okay. Yeah, I just wondered
Yeah,
because I don't know what 14 would be then.
I put number, we have a significant evidence in number C, the third one, but I got it wrong, so it should be B. That would be my best guess, but I'm not sure either.
I know.
But we can see.
Yeah, we can just test it because we already know two of them for 14 are wrong. So we can just test, see which one's right.
Are you talking about 14 or are you talking about number 8?
We're talking about 14. For number 8, we know it's this one because I did it and got it right.
Okay, so we have insufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to number 14.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I jumped ahead. Sorry.
Okay, use the data file to answer the next 8 questions. Perform a paired sample test. Be sure the test. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we just did. So let me try to hurry and do the copy and paste thing again. Process. Okay, let's see if I can get it the first time. Nope.
I have $3. Oh, we might in the book. Because I think I might have like 2 10s in there. Or like some 5s. Okay. And if you're trying to copy paste that one, it goes to 26.
Goes to 26. It went to
The
23.
cells, like if
Is
you're
it
copy pasting them into the quantitative inference procedures, it goes from 5 to 26.
The baby doesn't need medicine. The baby needs different medicine. The baby had the hot kind of medicine. So she had to drink some medicine. It's really fast. Okay, you could have a cold.
Am I looking at the wrong one? Chapter 12, Data B. The Excel sheet, right? Group 1 is 6934.
Yeah. Yeah, because on that one it goes from cell 2 to 23, so it's a 22 sample size. But then I'm saying when you paste it into the quantitative inference procedures, it goes from cell 5 to 26. So if you're trying to copy paste it, that's how many cells it takes. Because the last one it only went to 24.
Where did that go? Landon. Landon. Trumpet book right there under my mouse. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, another hot medicine for the 5 minute random, so I want to come in and see how far you got. I finished then I'm going to write another paragraph. All that you already wrote is finished. Okay, so now you need to get your paper and come right here and write, and then just put the animal on your front. Finish your egg. I just finished your egg.
Landon, when I'm done, I'll help you type up your paper.
You just did that in 10 minutes. You did really good.
You already did it all by yourself?
No, I didn't do the whole thing. I still have another paragraph to type.
Okay.
But at the same time, I still have another paragraph to write.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to come and write some paragraphs right here? While these are pulling.
Hey. Yay. Okay, it just pasted. So that one was easier. What is the greater, N or DF? And so DF is 21, N is 22. So
Yeah, it's N.
N?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the p-value? 0.001.
Mm-hmm.
What is the decision? What decision do you make? P-value
Okay,
0.001.
because this one, the level of significance is 0.01, and the p-value is 0.001. So the p-value is smaller, so then we reject the null hypothesis this time.
You said to train an alternative hypothesis. This time you use greater than 0 and you keep the same level of significance. Did the p-value increase or decrease?
Okay, because
We're in here.
this one, because we have not equal to in the Excel sheet. So
Yeah.
then it says if you put in greater, which means if you take that not equal to and you do greater than, and then it goes down.
The p-value, did it go down?
Yeah. Because it's 0.001 and then
0.006.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it will decrease.
Yes.
What decision do you make? Zero point zero 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 six. So
So
it's wanting
then,
to know the decision based off of that answer of the
right.
changing that and having it decrease.
So the level is 0.01 and that new p-value would be 0.006. So then that
So
would
we're
still
just
be smaller.
So we're just rejecting the null.
Yeah, it would just be rejected again.
Based on your response from the previous question, what conclusion do you make? We have sufficient evidence that there is no mean difference between the two groups. We have insufficient evidence that there's no mean difference between two groups. We have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference between the two groups. We have insufficient evidence that mean difference.
So that one would be B or C.
It would be what?
B or C.
Oh, yeah. Because we already decided that A and D is wrong, so it has to be B or C.
So we just need to see if there's a mean
Because
difference between the two groups.
I
I was
don't
just
know.
looking at them.
B.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
Well, there. Well, why would
Oh, I don't know.
you guys looking at the quantitative thing again? If you look at variable 1, variable 2, and look at the mean of them, variable 1 has a mean of 25.591, and variable 2 has 13 point. Do you see that? Here, let me move my
Oh,
phone.
yeah.
So wait, I can't see what you see. Where are you? Right there.
Yes.
So variable 1 and variable 2. So the mean difference is quite a big difference. And if that's what we're going off of, then we do have enough information. So to say here, we have insufficient evidence that there's no mean difference. We do have evidence if that's what we're going off of. So I would
Okay.
put C, but I'm not the world's greatest biostatistics quiz taker. So,
Right. I think that sounds good
but if you,
because we were just guessing. We guessed D and then we guessed A and both were wrong. So,
because if I'm looking at it correctly, then it does show you a mean difference between variable 1 and variable 2, and they are very different.
yeah.
So that's
Because
what I'm
yeah.
going to put. But if you want me to submit mine first, I will, because have you already submitted one?
Yeah, we've all
And I
submitted
have
one.
not. Okay.
Okay.
So I have
Let's
not.
do
So I'll
that. That
just
sounds
submit
like a
mine
very
first.
good guess. And I think you might be right.
Okay, as we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. In general, which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value?
For this one, we put not enough information depends on the problem. Because we couldn't figure out what it was. And then,
And did you get it right?
and then I put that, and I got it right, right? Yeah, I put that for mine, and I got it right. Because Josh, when he
Okay,
turned his in, we picked a different one, and then I picked that one, and I got it right.
so Josh already took the quiz as well
Yeah,
earlier. Oh, okay.
yeah, earlier when we met at 4.
We chose. I got it right.
Determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference between the two groups. Put your, okay, what is the point estimate for confidence interval? This is going to be a little equation. Where does this circle? So 95% is, I want to say 1.19. 1.96. Do you guys already have the equation?
Yeah, and in the spreadsheet you're supposed to put 0.95 for the confidence level. If it's 95%, you put 0.95.
Okay, so I'm looking. Flip you around. So just up here, this is what you're talking about, right? So we're not computing it like we used to in other ones. So we're not doing the 1.96. Okay,
No,
so
which I find confusing why it's different, but
determine the confidence interval, the mean difference between the two groups. So is it already just on here? Right here, confidence interval, right there, 5 point, where are you? 5.303?
wait. Because it's looking for
on less
the,
than. Am I supposed to be on less than?
yours is on lesson.
Less than. Remember how we adjusted
Oh, less than.
it?
It should be
I'm
not.
wondering if I needed to
Oh,
put
wait.
it back.
In between the two groups. No, because this should be the same one, right?
I'm going back up to see if it says how many questions to use.
It should be not equal to. For type of test, it should say not equal to.
Okay. So the confidence interval 5 point. Where are we?
Because
5.3.
it's, I guess, the difference of the mean because it's 11.955.
$11.995. Okay, the difference of the mean.
What is the point estimate?
Okay, so you guys already submitted this. Did you guys put 5.303?
For which one?
16.
No, 16 is 11.955.
11.995?
955. Yeah.
Okay. If I was doing this by myself, I wouldn't have put that number because it says 95 confidence interval, which I have it set at, the mean difference between the two groups. What is the point estimate for the 95% confidence interval?
Yeah, because the mean difference is like where you were saying the mean is 25 and 13. The difference is 11.955.
Right, I see that on my little thing. But see how it says confidence interval.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the next
here, I look at the confidence interval, and that's what I would choose.
Yeah.
By myself, I would have
But
got
I
that
mean,
wrong.
if you look at the quiz though, the next two questions are input the lower bound and the upper bound. So then that's of the confidence interval. But I mean, I agree with you. I think it's confusing.
Okay, what is the margin of error? What does that mean, the margin of error? Are we standard
Oh,
error,
sorry.
3.199?
That's right. 17. It's 18 and 19 that are the upper and lower bound. 17 is the margin of error.
Here it says standard error of the mean.
Is that wait, how did we get that?
So you didn't put 3.199.
No. It's 6.652.
All right, and what did you do to calculate that?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Okay. Oh. Well, no.
There's the, let me look up really fast, margin of error.
Didn't we find that in the
Oh, in the probability? No. No, in the what were you saying, Gabriella? Sorry.
in the Excel?
In the what?
In the Excel, in the quantitative?
In the Excel sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just don't see 6.6 anywhere.
Okay, so what I just found on Google was standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
Divided by. Oh, wait, because the sample size should be 22. Does that change anything? No, that doesn't change anything.
What is not right?
Oh, because it already calculates it in. Shoot, how did we get it? Is it in 11?
I'm pretty trumpeting, but could you wait for just a minute? I'm trying to go back and look through
I
other
swear it was
lessons
super
to
easy.
No.
So I guess let's go to 18 and put the lower bounds because that's just one we're clicking on.
Yeah, that one's 5.303. And then 19 is 18.607, which is just right there
Yeah, I see that.
in
Confidence
the,
interval.
yeah.
0.303 and 19, 18.607. Okay, so we just need the margin of error.
Your girl was under her because you know
I'm not excited for this homework.
Oh, we still use that formula. The x minus u over s divided by the square root of n.
Okay, let me zoom in. What?
Here, and we're gonna put padding under you. Bring that.
So
Close. Come on.
the x.
And this is the strongest. The baby horse is the strongest horse. Okay. I have 5 lives. But then you didn't know where the girl was. No, you didn't.
So
No,
then,
first guess.
don't want you.
What did you say the answer was that you got?
It is 6.652.
Okay, I'm gonna try to calculate a couple things to see if we can figure out how you got that.
2 lives of it, and I killed 1 live right here. And pretend I got tired. This one got too tired. And I was like, jump on me. You know what? My mom is already dead. What about me? Go ahead and kill me. Go ahead. I already killed. I know. And the gun was there, so they took out the people, and then they took this back there, okay? Hey guys, what's wrong? Did you get that? Yeah, she's on my back. And did you get the guys that were trying to kill us? Yeah.
Okay, in lesson 10 it says the margin of error gives an estimate of the variability of responses. It is calculated as m equals z times standard deviation divided by the square root of n. So margin of error is z times the square or standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
But maybe we could turn it to be good. Sure. Turn your board. Go. I can do the math.
So n equals, the z would be 1.96. And standard deviation, of which one? Do we have just the regular standard deviation? Over the square root of 22. Are calculating it like this?
I'm still not sure how we got it.
So what's our standard
I'm trying to
deviation?
use the standard. For the mean, I got 11.95, and the standard deviation is 15. And I just put because that's for the differences.
Right.
What about ribbon? Can you say that?
Because otherwise, I'm not quite sure. Because otherwise, like what sample it would be for.
Hair. Hair. Streak. Streak.
Like it makes me just want to put, well, let me calculate it with
Maybe we need
standard deviation being 15 and see what it comes out as.
Arms. I can tell the days that you're doing wedding.
1.96 times 15 divided by the square root of 22 is 6.268. Which is not what you guys got, but it's close.
Oh,
Okay, the other number we were going to try would be 12, which would be 5.014. Or 16. That one's close as well, but it's not. Yeah, I have no idea. How you guys have that answer? It doesn't tell us the standard deviation, right? It's not like we're using that information from previous ones.
mm, no, because it didn't say what the standard deviation was.
All right, well, I guess I'll have to ask on that one. Submit. All right, I got 100%. So I need to
Awesome.
ask on that last one, and that one that you guys were wondering about is correct.
This is my big brother, this is my mom, and this is my dad.
Which one?
Yeah, because like 8 and 14, we're not really sure why they're right.
makes sense to me. That's one of the only ones that does make sense, just because you're comparing the mean difference between the two.
Yeah, I think that is why it's correct.
So 14 would be the
C, we have sufficient evidence that there's a mean difference between the two groups.
number
And 7,
4.
Gabrielle, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Did you say 7 or 4?
I think 4. Sorry.
Okay, number 4. The probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic.
I wrote this several times to think about this too, is I would really like to write up, and the reason why is, and then you describe sitting in there, like, and then first you go, and then you do the first, and then you do the, I know I'm just making up, like the twist, you know what I mean?
I don't know why we got that one. Now that I'm looking back at it, use the probability to determine the P wave.
Very bad. But I told them that they're good. But they don't.
Because for 8, we failed to reject, and for 14, we rejected. And then for 14, it was sufficient, and for 8, it was insufficient. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
I don't know. Sentence that you cite in the front. Sitting in the front.
We have a question. Michelle, did you get number 4 right?
Yeah, 'cause it's at 100%. Let's see what I put.
Mm-hmm.
And you put 0.081.
0.081. Yeah.
Okay, how did we get that again? Because I think I'm like stating what we right.
Because that one we used the student's T probability at,
Uh-huh.
and we used the formula from 3, the x minus u over s divided by the square root of n, where we got our 2, and then we figured out the difference, or the degrees of freedom was 8 because it's the sample mean minus 1. So then we put 2 in for the t values, and then we put 8 in the degrees of freedom. And because it is the neither, then it's you shade both sides. And we got the 0.0805.
So it's 0.081.
Yeah.
You guys doing a hard time because I kept showing you the information to me. Yeah, I think I got everything.
No fighting. Got it. I got it. Bring me right now. Got it. Sparkles in your hair every day. You're done. Hey, we could do that too. There's a witch that could make you forget about your family. There's a monkey witch. I am a monkey witch.
That is really
Oh my. My person that doesn't like me.
okay, guys.
I'm again.
When we're meeting again?
Oh yeah, we didn't decide when we were meeting again.
Are we still recording?